Hello and welcome to the Signmakers studio. I'm Lawrence from Green to Signmakers, and this is where we answer everything you want to know about the sign making industry. As it's the start of the year, I thought we'd best start with one of our own, Kingsley, one of our project managers, to have a good look back at what we got up to last year and see what we can learn and do more this year.
Yeah, well, we got quite a lot last year, didn't we?
It was.
It was quite a busy year. It was a good year. The first one that jumps out at me from last year was possibly Sawtree, the complete brand new service station just off the A1.
Was that your first project of the year, I think?
I mean, it was a project, but that was the first big project of the year. I mean, on that we had all of the externals to do for the full site. We had all the wayfinding. We had bits inside. I mean, there was that much, to be honest. I split it with Rachel. I did the outside and she did the inside, so I'm not going to take her credit for it.
I seem to remember some big totems.
There was two really big totems. There was an 8 metre and a 6 metre.
I remember the fixers
there was
having to dig lots of holes.
I think there was about
the cold
80
January
posts, in solid frozen ground. Not pleasant in the winter months, but it was a good one to start the year nevertheless.
So what other types of signage other than the totems were on these motor services?
I mean, we had flex boxes. There was flex boxes with built-up aluminium letters, illuminated fixed
on the
to
face?
them. Yeah,
nice.
So we studded them off through the face, through bars coming out the back of the box itself. There was quite a lot of aluminium fascias, fret cut, internally illuminated. There was fabric frames, wallpapers.
It's nice when you get to every aspect.
It was a good variety, and it was all like proper sound making stuff. Like plenty of departments involved in it. It was
a nice team effort. It's nice when every department in the factory gets involved as well. As you say, really brings together in a team effort. Yeah, we did a lot with TG Jones, which one of the other PMs was involved with. But that was a good large project. We were trusted with everything north of the M62 basically as our cut-off line, which was the largest geographical area for that project. We had, I think it was 85 sites. We did a relatively short space of time as well, to be honest.
A few months,
I think, something like that. But it's the signage part of that was for us, very easy. It's what our bread and butter we do. But there's a lot goes on behind the scenes, isn't there?
I mean, like just a large proportion of that, which people won't necessarily think of straight away, was just coordinating permits, getting access to shopping centres out of hours, and all that kind of thing, which not everybody thinks about when they're ordering a sign. Yeah, there was a lot involved. I'd say there was just as much involved from an office perspective and administration and planning than there was in the factory. Because I mean, we pretty much streamlined the manufacturing of a lot of it, didn't we?
Precisely, that was nice and easy. I think people don't realise quite how much does go on behind the scenes. They might order a sign and not realise the amount of work.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll cover more of that later in the year, perhaps. But down in Romford, we did the brewery retail park.
Yeah, that was a big one.
Neither of us really involved, other than me overseeing the factory. But that was a very large site. We used the largest piece of access equipment in the UK available to install a logo at the top of a tower. Not only that, what was that wood effect?
It was knot wood, which is like, it's an extruded aluminium that's hydro dipped with like a wood effect. So obviously you get the wood effect cladding, but it never rots like wood. It was a great product, to be fair.
Must use kilometres of that.
I think we had a full-on articulated lorry turn up with it at one point. We had a hell of a lot.
The amount of detail, it took 70 separate job sheets to get all the information down to make that happen. That was divided up between Andy and Lee, wasn't it? To make that happen. A lot of work again.
I guess just to make it manageable. There's been a few projects last year that we actually split and worked as a team of two on them, because then everybody gets the same level of attention.
Precisely. It works well. They're a very close team as well.
That was a good one. And I think it must have been on site for nearly 3 to 4 months.
Yes.
It was continuous.
There was always somebody there. It was
just the logistics of getting stuff from the factory finished to the fixes down the site.
What do you think has been the trend this year then? What's been most popular, the type of signage?
We've done a lot of fur neon, fur like living wall.
Oh yeah.
quite a lot of the time as like a bespoke feature. So we've done a lot of them, but not everyone's been the same. I'd definitely say that.
Precisely. It's been good.
But they're popular, aren't they?
Yeah, and as well, it's the knowledge we've picked up now, knowing what to do and more importantly what not to do.
Yeah.
Because there is some very cheap faux greenery out there.
Yeah.
Which just looks like you've slapped on the wall.
And under the lighting, it just looks so shiny, plastic-like.
So yeah, we did a lot of those and made it, really went to town with how it interacted with the neon effect and everything like that, and how to do all the wiring. So yeah, that was a lot of work.
So yeah, they've been popular. Quite a lot of contour lighting. I think that popped up on a few.
Yeah, you've done some interesting one.
Popped up on some of mine. I was challenged to create the Manchester Bee in contour lighting on like a scaffold-like structure. That was interesting and challenging. Nearly spread over 20 meters. So just working all that out and ensuring that you don't get voltage drop because you're covering like such distance, and the transformers need to be contained out of sight, out of reach. But that was it. That was a good one. It went really well. It was nice to look back on.
It's nice. It was in a big warehouse, so
it's in a big warehouse.
It's going to work inside as well, not just outside.
And yeah, hopefully, maybe you get to see more of that soon enough. I don't know. We'll see.
Hopefully, some more. The other one we've done a lot is with Toys R Us. And growing up, I've always worked in the factory, worked my way up as has Kingsley. And I remember first time around with Toys R Us, and we used to have massive fiberglass Jeffreys everywhere. And this year seems to have been another year of Jeffreys.
Yeah,
it was full of them at one point.
Tons of them, hasn't they?
Not made of fiberglass anymore.
Not made of fiberglass anymore. Out of I think it's polyline bubble board, which is like a recyclable product. So we've gone through quite a few versions of them. I remember helping Andy with the first version 1, because was challenged, can you deliver something like this?
It was very much to get a very cost-effective, impactful thing, wasn't it?
To implement them into stores and get them into stores quickly. So went through V1. I think then went on to V2, and now we're working on V3. Slightly amending the design as we go on, seeing what works, what doesn't, how can we improve it, how can we make it better for us making it, but also deliver a better quality product.
It doesn't stand still signage, does it?
No, it doesn't.
Something to do. Even the long-term contract stuff, you go, well, actually, I've learnt this, we can improve on that.
And a lot of it's so bespoke.
Yeah.
Like,
it is a bit of a problem.
It might be the same sound, but the foreground that you're fixing to is different.
Precisely.
So you might have to then make it different. Yeah. Or
it is not often we get to make stock items either.
No.
Everything is one-off and custom-made, site-specific. But yeah, I think the good one for me, Benson's for Beds.
Yeah.
And we brought that back to Tottenham Court Road. Just to have that almost symbolising return to the high street.
Yeah.
That was nice to do. And, some great interesting signage. I think it was LED neon effect and things, which we've done a lot of, all made in-house.
Also on that, we saw the return of the Harris carpets on the high street.
Oh, yeah. That was nice.
I think it's been like 26 years since we last did one of those.
It was nice to be trusted, wasn't it? With, what
it was
may appear as just another site, but actually it was
a bit more flagship.
Important for them, wasn't it?
So there's a lot of history around it.
I think, a good, successful year. We've brought lots of different types of signage.
A good balance.
Yeah, which is nice. Kept every department busy. Certainly kept us busy. So yeah, I think, we'll probably go into more detail on some of those different types of signage, how we make it, how you can make it, why you'd use one over the other in the future weeks. But for now, thanks for listening. Hopefully this has been useful, and we'll bring a bit of fun to the signage industry. Cheers.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.